Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 15th of February. So looking at the pound dollar to start off with this morning, and well, yesterday saw quite a decent turnaround. It was looking relatively bearish at one stage, and we basically turned pretty quickly, and we've seen a follow through this morning. So at this moment it's really a case of potentially looking for retracements to buy into. Now, as ever with those retracements, I just have to be a bit careful. I mean, generally 60-21s with retracements to trend lines and things like this are my preferred sort of point of entry. We do have daily pivots below, so there's always that risk that it may break through those movement, those 21s. But just got to wait and be patient this morning. At the moment, it's there's maybe some marginal divergences on some of these pairs, but they've pushed up. Not quite on the hourly. On cable, let's just check at 4 hourly. Nope, that's all good and clear. So it really is a case of looking for the opportunities on, as I say, potentially buying on retracements. As I said, I will check them quite carefully and ensure they don't just follow through on any move back. But we're certainly looking bullish as we look at these markets this morning. Okay, euro dollar, same picture, bullish, looking for retracements to buy into. It is, sorry, I should come back to that daily. It's pretty close to those prior highs there. In fact, if you put a trend line across the highs, if I can find the old trend line button, there we go, you'll see it's just broken and closing. We'll say closing, won't be closing yet, but it's just broken that trend line. Cases now is, can it shove up a bit further and do a proper close above that, in which case well, we could see the 126 target at some point, 125, then 126 coming up ahead. So I'll be watching carefully for that. But at the moment, as I said, all I can look at here again is potential retracements. It's even difficult at the moment to put trend lines on these, to be fair, at the lows, because the steepness of the move up there. But as the morning progresses, maybe we'll get something to pin on. So potential back to 21s. Otherwise, we have got daily pivots again below us, and that they may draw it back a bit further. But first entry would certainly be looking towards those 21s. Okay, dollar yen. There's no let up on these at all. Dollar yen continued pushing through. Yesterday, it's looking like it's got further downside to happen. The Japanese have said they will not intervene on this price action, which is always a good sign, because they used to intervene like a good one in the past. But I think in more recent years, they've realised intervening is just a waste of money, effectively, and they may as well just let it run its course. Anyway, again, the same process. Anything back towards that, maybe back to that towards that 21. I know it has tested it a couple of times already, but may provide sell points. Okay, Aussie dollar. Oops, let's get the right way. There we go, Aussie dollar. And again, we've got a similar story. It's not shoved up as well as the euro has. It's a bit behind the curve there. It's a bit more like the pound at the moment. Had its spikes, and again, just looking for potential. I would be looking for potential retracements back. So, has run into a bit of resistance here. Could we sell into the resistance? Of course we could. But there's when the markets are running this strong, there is that risk it may just overrun. And it may be just safer waiting for retracements. Canadian dollar finally broken from its tight range it was sitting in there. I spoke about it yesterday. It broke obviously late yesterday afternoon and pushing through at the moment, but it's slowing up in its move there. It's not moving quite as fast. Looking at the bars. And possibly minor divergence here, so Maybe if you were looking for something to retrace, maybe the retracement back to the 21 could be on a break of the 60-minute 8, but I think again it's still risky on these markets to be doing such. There we go. So it's a case of a bit of patience, most likely this morning. News, we do have some. We've already seen the Australian employment change that's already come out. That was relatively in line. We've got Canadian ADP at 130, not a major mover. US dollar, we've got PPI at 130 as well. Again, it doesn't have the same bearing as the CPI, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Later on that one, it may have a little bit more movement. Okay, that's it for me. Nothing else significant through the afternoon there. Capacity utilization, industrial production only really start coming into play when the economy is getting quite hot, and it ain't that hot yet. So have a great day. Bye for now.